Hey guys, it's Cream, aka Miss Cream of the Crop. You guys already know who I am if you're familiar with 216 City radio station. Welcome to Cream's World and everything else that I do. But if you're watching this from a Laser's platform, you have no idea who I am. I am here to interview Alasia. She is the founder of We the People nonprofit organization, and they have some amazing things going on. But in order for them to do all of the amazing things that they have planned, we need your assistance and we need your donation. So right now, everyone has been wondering, how can they be an ally? How can they be of service? What can we do to help out with everything that's going on right now? Well, this is one of the ways you can help out by watching this video and learning more about Alasia, her nonprofit, and her organization, We the People. And so today we are going to be answering some of those questions that you guys might have when it comes to donating your money. We know that some people, money is tight right now, and we know for some people, money's long. So we're here for anyone that is able to donate. So please donate. She only has 6 more days. I don't want to give everything away, but I wanted to put as much information at the beginning of the video for you people that like to stop videos before it actually gets to the information that you need. So that's what we're here for today. So let's go ahead and find out more about Alasia and more about We the People. So Alasia, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview with me today. How are you?
Thank you for having me, and I'm doing well. So, hi you guys. Once again, my name is Alasia, and I'm the founder and president of We the People nonprofit organization. My nonprofit is based in Oakland, but we're all over the country, and this summer we're actually planning on going on a tour into these urban communities, and we're implementing these educational community and security outreach programs. And that is our main goal, and that's what we're here for. Yeah, thank you once again.
Awesome. So what made you decide to put this tour together, and why was it so important to you to do so?
What made me put this tour together, so I believe I was 17, and I had a rally. And this rally was based it was supposed to be for the Black community to just talk about issues that we have going on. And I had a lot of speakers come through. I had Elaine Brown for Black Panthers, Miss Yolanda Shaneen Tyndall's mother, and just a lot of other well-known activists. And as they were speaking, I just felt so empowered, and yet alone, I was just thinking, well, even though I put this event together, and that was a big thing for me at 17, I was just like, it's not enough. What else could I do? What else could I do to actually, put in work that can change others' lives? Because it's one thing to talk, but it's another thing to actually give resources. So my main thing was resources and also education. And from there, it was just more so of me talking to my business partner, Malik, which is my vice president, and we came up with We the People.
Awesome. That's amazing. I think that it's really awesome right now to have social media. I know there are a lot of negatives to social media, and there have been so many platforms like Netflix and other platforms that have put together, I guess, specials. I don't know what you really want to call them, but they put together different, I don't know what I want to call them. I want to call them specials, but I guess we'll call them specials, where they're showing the downside to social media. But I feel like what you guys are doing is one of the upsides of social media, because you're able to meet other young people that want to be as involved as you are. And you guys can come together on a common ground and say, hey, we know that there are other young people like us out there, and this is a way for us to let them know that we're here as well. So I think that it's amazing to see so many young people like yourself that want to get involved in big issues like civil rights and activism. So is this something that you've always been interested in, or is it something that you recently, well, I know you're not 17 now, but I'm just saying, is it something that you became interested in as an older teenager, or you've always been interested in activism and political?
So to answer that question, it goes back, because I could say that I just got interested when I was 15. However, It was more so when I was 12 years old. I was a part of a Girl Scout troop in the hood, and I loved my Girl Scout leader, but she was one of them tough notch kind of Girl Scout leaders, and didn't tolerate any kind of BS. It was just amazing though, because I was able to build character and strength with her, and she taught me to give back to my community. So we just organized a lot of different events, and I feel like I fell in love with my community then. And then when I got older, my grandmother always told me I should do Black Student Union. You should be a part of that. You should go join. I used to be the Black Student Union president. And I was like, okay. And then actually one day when I transferred schools, my sophomore year of high school, my teacher had us do a project. And it was basically to write a poem on our culture. And I did it, and she wanted us to perform it, or she wanted me to perform it for open mic. And I was like, I got social anxiety. Like, you want me to perform in front of these people? No. But then she was like, extra credit. And I was like, okay, so I said, we about to get down with it. So I actually performed, and then I got recruited to join Black Student Union. That same year, we got rid of our racing school mascot name, and from there, I just feel like there was no turning back for me. I learned so much, and I also found another part of me. So that was really when I got into it. But when I was 12, that's when I found my love.
Your Girl Scout troop leader, do you remember her name?
Oh, her name is Miss Phyllis Len.
Oh, awesome. So shout out to her. I was a Girl Scout as well. And I was also a Girl Scout counselor at the little camp down south. So seeing that there's so much turmoil in the United States, and so many people are giving pushback when, you guys are saying, your nonprofit is called We the People. And that's almost like saying, like, Black Lives Matter, Brown Lives Matter. What do you guys say to people that give you pushback, who think that your platform is not including or not as inclusive as they would like your platform to be, because it's basically focused on your community? What do you say to those people?
I say that the POC and the POC community always is going to benefit from any kind of education that the Black community has. It always bleeds into that. That's how we can put that. Because if we do something for our community, it's going to make a change, and it's going to start a ripple effect. And let's just be honest, Black people is not the only one in these urban communities. So when we have a change for us, it's a win. When we have a win for us, it's a win for them. And honestly, I just feel like that's probably the most inclusion of it all. Plus, we open the doors to everyone when it comes to just educating. When we do these classes during the summer, yes, it's for the Black community, but I would love for the POC to come and actually get educated on what we have going on, because it's so important for them to also know our history and also just know how to be a proper ally. They say Black Lives Matter, and they're an ally, so come and prove it and just get educated, and especially just see us for who we are, from our view, not from a history textbook.
Absolutely. I love that answer. Come see who we are from our view, not from a textbook, not from music videos, not from the media, because there's so many other aspects to our community and who we are. And I think that it's also amazing that you guys are young people, because I think that a lot of times people look at young people and they tend to judge you guys based on decisions that you make at an age where you're really just trying to find yourself. And based on those decisions, you're like, see? And it's like, no, we still have the opportunity to grow. We're still young. We're still able to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes as we become young adults and then adults. So I think it is really important that you guys are focused on the younger generation, because you guys are the ones that are essentially going to be the future and run the country when I become an elder. So I feel very comfortable right now growing old, because I think that there are so many more young people like yourself. They may not own the nonprofit. They may not, be as active in activism as you are, but there are a lot of young people that pay attention to the issues of our community. They are really big on making change, and they find different ways to be involved in their own way. So for those that are out there that might be interested in attending one of your classes on the tours, and we're going to talk about the cities in a second, but for young people out there that are interested in attending your classes, but they may feel like you did when your teacher asked you to do a presentation, but you're like, listen, I have social anxiety. And a lot of people have that. What are some things or some ways that you guys are or can encourage those that want to come out, but they feel like they have social anxiety? They think that they might be the only one in their city that is really into making change. What are some things that you can say to encourage them to sign up and come out?
So I could just tell them how I tell my students. We have a sector within my nonprofit called Little League. There's about 130 students and they take classes every Saturday. But one thing that I'm really so focused on is mental health, because a lot of them have like these issues when it comes to just speaking up or, finding themselves or just finding their voice. And I've found that when you start making relationships with people and just start finding that person that you can just talk to, or get along, just writing it out, then they're able to actually come out more and more, but they have to be pushed. So for what I can say to other people, especially since I've been able to establish the relationship that I have with my students and tell them, how to push their voice out, keep going. You have to realize that it's bigger than yourself. When you realize the fight is bigger than you, your voice is always going to be amplified and it's never going to stop. Yet alone, we all have our days. I even have my days. Before I came here, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know what to say, like what's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, it's gonna work out. Life aligns itself how it's supposed to. So just trust yourself, because you got this.
I'm just gonna let you know, it doesn't come through the screen. You look very poised and ready and you know what you're talking about. So, good job, because I would have never guessed that you were nervous.
So for the cities that we're traveling to, it's going to be LA, we're going to Houston, then from Houston, Atlanta, Jackson, Mississippi, then New Orleans, Charlotte, North Carolina, and then from there, Miami, Bronx, New York, Detroit, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C., but we just recently actually added Minneapolis and South Jersey, I believe. So those are the cities that we're going to be traveling to, and we're going to be going to some of these cities for 2 days, some of them for 3 days, and some of them for 4 days. It just depends on the itinerary of the city. On top of that, we're going to be traveling for about a little over a month. So I would say until July 1st to August 9th, I believe.
Okay. And for people that are interested in signing up, how do they sign up for your classes?
So the best way to sign up for our classes is going to be through our website. Now, it's not up yet, but when we have everything up and going, it's going to be posted on our Instagram. So my best advice would be to follow our Instagram at We the People, WEDAA People, and just stay tuned for updates. And we're going to post on our social media when we have everything up and going.
Awesome. So you guys make sure you follow We the People and turn on your post notifications. Turn on notifications for the live, turn on post notifications. Look, when you follow the page, there's going to be a little drop down, and just check all the boxes. Just say, I want all the notifications. That way you guys can get updated on everything that they have coming up. You'll find out when their website will be launched. You'll find out more information about how the donations have gone. So now that we're speaking about the donations, I know that you guys are looking to raise $500,000. So for people out there that are interested in donating their funds, and for those that have already donated their funds, I know a lot of times people want to know, how did you come up with that dollar amount? Where's the money going? Will they receive an itinerary? So let's start with the first question. How did you guys come up with $500,000?
So I had to do a lot of math. And I was going through the cities. To start off, we honestly had to name the cities that we wanted to go to first. And we came up with a list of cities that we feel that should be number one on our list, and also that'll be a very good city that we can go to impact. So we came up with our list, and then we also started calculating the air flights, and then from the air flights we put a budget on how much the flights could be versus the hotels, or if you do an Airbnb, and then the transportation and so forth. But that's how we came up with the prices.
Okay, and as far as an itinerary and a breakdown of how the funds will be used once you guys reach that goal, because we're speaking positive vibes over the goals, we're going to say you guys are going to reach that. So once you guys reach that goal, and everyone that has donated to the cause, will they get an itinerary and a breakdown of where you guys are, like how the funds are being used, so they know, like, this is where the money went? Are you guys going to be doing that and following up with them?
Yes, so on the website, actually, if they choose to, they can go to our website at We the People, which is the same as our Instagram, but .com, and they'll be able to see exactly where each, like the $20,000, because each person going on the trip is about $20,000, or a little bit more than that actually, but they can literally see how much each thing is, like from the flight to the transportation to the food to the security deposit and everything else that comes along with it. And they can basically see the breakdown if they want to go do that, or they'll be able to just get an email from us eventually for the itinerary.
So, so I know that your tagline is fighting for Black lives and growing our communities. So when you think about yourself being a young person and then your vice president, I'm assuming your vice president is a young person as well, taking on fighting for Black lives and growing our communities, those two statements alone are major, 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 major. So other than your troop leader from when you were 12 years old, who else and what else has inspired you, and what else gives you the strength that you have? Because you have to be a strong young woman or individual to even put those statements out there as a young person and say, this is what I stand for, this is what I'm doing. So where do you get your strength from?
So to answer that, it's in bits and pieces. I believe that it takes a tribe to raise a child. So for me, I was raised by my family and along by my community. Like I had that kind of community that you see in movies. You know, on First Friday, kind of like everybody in your business, everybody coming over, just very loving. But for me, my grandmother, she inspires me so much. My granny, she really taught me that it takes love. You always lead with love first. Doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter what they've done to you, you always lead with love. And I've taken that so far with me. So I was able to really just take that from her and get along. My grandmother's energy is just it's unspeakable, because she has this aura about her, and she's not like most people. She don't drink, she don't cuss, she always tell you that. And she'll always just tell you about how you act. And she'll do it in a nice way. My grandmother never yells at me. My grandmother never got upset with me. Even if I did something, she'll just come and talk to me later. You know, like, I want to tell you this. So just for my inspiration, it will be surely my grandmother. Now, when it comes to my drive, I would for sure say that that's what my parents, my dad and my mom, the most determined people out. My dad's a hustler, my mom's a hustler. They go at it by all means. I watched my dad literally turn his life around. My dad, he went from doing the stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing, to being my coach, to working, going to culinary school, being at the top of school. He had a 4.3 GPA kind of like, and then now he's a celebrity, a chef, and he's got his whole Instagram verified. He's making moves. His life is so long. My mom worked her butt off just to make sure that she's not only there supporting him, but also that she got her own thing going on. And I see them both do the same thing. And for me, it's just so inspirational to make sure that I have that in my eyesight, because I feel like they're the ones who gave me my drive and my hustle, but my grandmother for sure gave me my life, if that makes sense.
That's so amazing. And it goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, that you guys are the epitome of what our Black community really is. You guys are the epitome of what our Black families really are and what our youth really look like, because there's so many stereotypical descriptions of who we are as people. Like, you come from Oakland, and if you listen to the media has you thinking that the people of Oakland are one way, or the people of certain cities in California are another way, or the urban cities in different states they have this view that they present to the world of what Black people in certain urban communities are like. And you just described, honestly, the way most Black families really are. And I just love the fact that your grandmother is the matriarch of your family, and she's still around, and she's instilled certain things in you. And then you have your mom and your dad, and they have instilled certain things in you as well. and then you have your community. And I'm pretty sure coming from Oakland and living in Oakland, I'm pretty sure Oakland has had somewhat of some type of inspiration for you as well, because I'm pretty sure there are other people in your community that work just as hard as your mom and dad and your grandmother to raise your family and raise their children, to make sure that they may not be activists, but they make sure that they are productive citizens in society. So coming from Oakland and seeing that the way that the media portrays your city, how important is it for you also to show another side of your city?
How important is it? It's extremely important. I feel like, we talk a lot about the bad parts of Oakland, but we never really glorify the first Fridays where we all come together and we party, and it's a street, like the street's filled. You got vendors, people jump roping, people having fun, people doing karaoke. We don't talk about the lake when everybody come on Sundays and they chill and they play their music and everybody got the vendors up once again. We don't talk about the NorCal food nights or just the community that we have. We just talk about the bad things. And I feel like it's not even an Oakland problem. It's not even an urban neighborhood problem within one city, but it is a global problem. And for me, that is exactly why we have the nonprofit doing what we're doing. We're trying to impact global change, because at the end of the day, it's not just about my community, it's about every community that's out there. And we want to make sure that we really spread the word to where we can start literally impacting each city, so we won't necessarily, not we, but just everyone will stop being seen as such a negative outlook. So it's extremely important to me.
That's amazing. Well, I think that you are an awesome young lady. And even though I didn't get a chance to meet your vice president, I'm sure he's awesome as well. Shout out to your granny, your Girl Scout troop leader, your mom, your dad, your entire community for being a part of raising such an amazing, amazing young woman. And I wish you all the best. I want to make sure that we keep up with you guys on your tour. So make sure you come back and let us know. Like, we can do another interview. We can check in with you guys, make sure you guys are doing well on the tour. Because like I said, we're speaking positive vibes. You guys are going to raise the rest of this money. I know that you have 6 more days. Do you know where you guys are on your goal? Do you know how far you are within your goal right now?
We are currently at $197,000. So we're almost at $200,000, but we're $300,000 short. So again, we're speaking positive vibes into this. We're bringing energy that's going to only just push us forward.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to see positive vibes over the tour. But I really appreciate you for doing this interview with me today. And I just can't see someone watching this interview, seeing how awesomely amazing you are, and not wanting to donate something. So if you guys are watching this, it doesn't matter if you have $5 to put them over the limit. If every person said, I have $5, $2, it doesn't matter. Just donate if you can. Every little bit helps. When we say every little bit helps, we're serious, okay? Mm-hmm. Every little bit helps. So we're speaking positive vibes over the donations, over the tour. And like I said, make sure you guys come back, check in with us so that we can follow you guys on your journey. Because you guys aren't coming to Cleveland. I wish you guys were coming to Cleveland, but you guys aren't coming to Cleveland. But that's fine. Maybe on the next tour.
Maybe it's some city nearby or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I have to go back and replay this and look at your list to see which city is the closest. But definitely stay in touch. I am going to make sure I get this interview up as soon as possible so everyone can see this and we can help you guys get to your goal. But I'm so happy that you did this interview with me, and I wish you guys the best of luck on your journey. And I just want to tell you, just remain strong. I know I don't have to tell you that, but just from me to you, remain strong. Continue to lean on anyone that you see as your mentor, and continue to focus on all the positive things, because I'm telling you right now, and I'm pretty sure you know this, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to have negative things to say about what you guys are doing. And it's not even anything that you guys are doing. It's just a lot of people don't have love in their hearts. And their goal is to spread as much negativity and hate as they possibly can. But it's just because they know that what you're doing is the right thing, and they don't want to see us come together. So no matter what negativity you guys face on this tour, no matter what negative vibes people might bring to you, just stay strong, You guys got to log off and regroup because you're going to be there. But just know that you have people like me, my team, your people, everyone else that you talk to on social media. We all have your back and we all support you guys. And as long as we're here, we're not going to let anything happen to you. So just stay strong. And like I said, keep in touch with us. And I wish you the best luck on the tour for the rest of the summer.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, we're able to really do this and make sure that happens. I've been trying to just stay away from any kind of like negative thoughts because that will literally impact just my whole mindset and my energy. We want to make sure, again, that we're positive. So thank you for also just sitting here and taking the time to interview us and putting my nonprofit out there. The people are going to change the world. So.
Absolutely. You are absolutely going to change the world. And I know mental health is important. So like I said, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of thoughts in your mind. You have a little bit of doubt. But at the end of the day, no matter what, you have to focus on the fact that what you guys have done so far has made a major impact. And even though we're putting positive vibes over the donations, if for some strange reason you don't get to that point, don't allow that to stop you. Don't allow that to, because there's going to be people like, oh, I knew you couldn't do it. No, just start over. Don't give up. Regroup, because $190,000 worth of people told you that you could do this. So there's probably $190,000 worth of people out there that feels the same way as the first 190,000 donations. So no matter what happens, you're amazing. You've already accomplished a lot. And that doesn't mean that you didn't do what you were supposed to do. It's just, hey, we regroup and we start all over. That's just pretty much what it means. So I'm going to give you those words of encouragement and try to keep your mental health as strong as you possibly can. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Likewise. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Have you too. Bye.